Alright, hello there, welcome back to another video. This one is a little bit different. It's a game that you may not know that I have quite a lot of background on. First and foremost, I want to say this video is sponsored. However, don't tell anybody this, but they're paying me money to play a game that I have over 100 hours on PC. But today we're going to be playing Monster Train First Class. This just came out on the Nintendo Switch, and I have to say that if I hadn't been given a free copy of the game, I most certainly would be buying it myself. It's available for pre-order or purchase right now. It includes the full base game and then also the Last Divinity DLC, which has a lot more content in it. I can say from experience that we'll get into some of the changes a little bit later on, but it basically doubles the number of characters you can play as with the starting clans. It's got free updates. But yeah, I'm really excited to show you this here. I have quite a bit of experience with it. That being said, if you're a Monster Train player, you had no idea it was coming to Switch, but you do play Monster Train on PC, you are going to... I'm going to make some mistakes here, buddy. So, the first things first in the game is that you have to pick a starting clan. So your primary clan, at the beginning you only start with the Hellhorned and the Awoken, then you get the Melting Red... Actually, maybe I won't spoil it. Never mind. I'm not going to spoil it. But... with the starting clans as well, you also get a second champion when you level that clan up to level 5. But each one has their kind of own little spin on things. So you have to start a primary clan, and then you have your support clan that backs you up and basically gives you some of the utility spells from that particular faction. So for instance, the Hellhorned, they very much revolve around damage, which could be either in the form of rage, multi-striking, doing a lot of damage, or armor. They like to armor up. They don't necessarily heal a whole lot. Whereas the Awoken are very much revolved around spikes. They're revolved around maybe some sweeping. They're revolved around healing, rejuvenation, and like healing your characters back up. So this clan has a lot of tankers in it. A lot of big beefy boys. And that's not to say that there's not some big beefy boys in the Awoken as well. In the Hellhorned, but regardless, we're gonna just go with like the most base thing ever, which is what I would recommend you probably start with if you want to have some fun, and that is Hellhorn primary, Awoken second, and Ready to Depart. Once you get like your first run out of the way, and this is gonna be my first proper run on the Switch, you can unlock like Covenants, which is like it goes all the way up to level 25, but it's basically increasingly difficult levels of ascension that you can go up, and it gives you extra rules you have to follow. This game has like an insane number of like replayability on it, which is why I've got over 100 hours on it. Even if you're not doing the Covenants, it has an option of like mutators, or like you can download challenges, you can play challenges. There's leaderboards for all the challenges. It is like very good. And then as you level up every faction, you unlock cards for them, you unlock spells for them, you unlock artifacts. There's a lot, okay? There's a lot. So, basically the plot of the game is we are a bunch of demon boys trying to get into the ninth circle of hell. We're just trying to get home, and a bunch of angel people are trying to stop us from doing that. First things first, we need to pick our artifact. Now, Sketches of Salvation is not great. Like you start the battle with summoning 4 random units from your deck on the middle floor. This can go horribly, so I'm not sure if it's what I want to run with. But also, it can like we'll get into the mechanics of the game a little bit later. But grants +4 armor each time it is applied. You know what? Let's go Chaos mode. Screw it. Why not? We're gonna make this fun for sure. This is Covenant 0, so we're gonna just make it as fun as we can. Armor 10, multi-strike 1. I do like a bit of multi-strike. That being said, we don't have... I think we can start with Slay +10. So, multi-strike is whenever your character attacks, it attacks more than once. Slay is that whenever it deals the killing blow to an enemy, it gains like that particular effect. There's a bunch of keywords. If you've played Hearthstone or any games like that, keywords, you'll probably be able to, at first glance, figure out what exactly it is that's going on here. So... there's trials in every... so you basically do 8 levels, and then you complete the run. But then there's trials for each level. There is so much to explain. I am losing my mind here. There are trials that you can do where it will make that particular fight more difficult, but then you get a bigger reward for doing it. So they enter with Spikes 3. It's level 1. I'm pretty sure we can handle that. We're just going to get a bunch of units on the middle floor. I'm pretty sure nothing is going to pass that by. However, this is what I mean, because it doesn't actually give you your hero, which is your Hornbreaker Prince, who is like your main unit that you start with. He hasn't really got anything to defend him, because he's got very little HP. So the way the game works, the basic gameplay loop that you're going to be playing under is you have 3 floors of a train, or 4 floors of the train. The bottom 3 floors, you can place units, you can cast spells. You have to basically stop these angel, like, messengers or god or whatever have you from rising up every turn to the top where the pyre is, and then destroying the pyre. If your pyre is destroyed, the train stops and you lose. But throughout the course of the game, you're going to be getting a deck, and it is one of the best deck builder games that I've played. It is certainly up there as far as it goes. There is just too much to explain here. But we have our fireballs here, so I'm going to actually like send this off a little bit. We haven't really got anything to play since we have like a lot of mana that we can use here. So we're going to use our torch to take out one of these little fairies. They're going to give us a little bit of HP as well. And this, oh, he's got spikes, I forgot. Oh wait, no, that's really bad, because everybody's going to get taken out on the thingy floor. Hold on a minute, right, we need to, hold on a minute, heal him up a little bit. He should be, he's still gone. Okay, that's terrible. This is awful already. Oh dear. Not already, not a big fan of the artifact that I chose to start. I chose myself to start the game with. That being said, oh dear, my hero is gonna oh, what have I done? I've made a horrible mistake here. I've made like a possibly the worst mistake. See if I just like backed up. Okay, you know what? We're gonna have to. You know what? We're gonna have to hope for the best here. If I pull a fireball on the next floor, we should be fine. He's got 1 HP. Like it's still fine. Yeah, we're good here. Don't worry about it. Easily done. First circle of hell has been taken care of. So we get our gold. We also get to pick between a couple of units for a draft, so we can increase the number of cards in our deck. So we got Ritual Battle, which is Rage 10. So Rage 10, like basically extra 20 damage you're going to be dealing, and then it decreases every turn. So you get 2 damage for every stack of rage that you have. You've got your Welder Helper, which is really hard to say with a Scottish accent, which are imps. Imps are basically characters that you just drop down. All that they need to be used for is the effect that they have on their card. So Welder Helper is basically just meant to be spawned so that you can drop some armor onto somebody, and then you can get rid of them. Just, they can be used to tank a little bit. They can be used to buff up somebody at the front if you have a little bit of space at the back. It's absolutely perfect. Vent as well is an X card, which means the number of mana that you have will be translated into how much damage is dealt. I'm going to go for Ritual Battle because I have a good game plan for how I want my hero to be rocking and rolling here. As well as that, these are going to be the Awoken cards. So these are all going to be like support, like draw more, heal more, all that kind of stuff. So I'm kind of tempted between Restoration Detonation, so restore 10 health to a friendly unit, deal damage to the front enemy unit equal to 5 times the amount healed, or Bowwood Sap. I think honestly some of the Awoken cards that I want to pick up, they start with a bit lower HP, so I'm going to use that because I want to get them to full. So there's a couple of things that I definitely recall missing in that last one, so I'm going to try my best to get back into that. But first we're going to hit up one of the shops. So before the next battle, we get to pick a pathway, either left or right, and then on either path there is like certain rewards that you can pick. So on the left there was unit upgrades, on the right there's a magic upgrade shop that you can do to buy like enchantments for your spells. So for instance, this one will reduce the mana cost of one of my spells by 1. I really want to put it on the one that gives me like a bunch of freaking damage. That being said, though, double stack and it costs 1 more. I could put it back up to 3 and it'll give me 40 damage. You know what? I'm just going to do it. We're going to get a bit wet and wild with this one. For sure. Now, we get to pick an Awoken unit. I'm hoping for... there we go. That's the kind of boy that I'm looking for. Sweep would be great. The Awoken Hollow is good. Not necessarily the one that I want, but he is a chunky kind of guy. It doesn't look like he's got much HP, but when you summon him, he gains 60 max HP. So that means that, like, the Awoken... the Restoration Detonation that we picked up is going to be perfect for him because he doesn't go up to like 75 HP. He just has that HP that you can then start healing him up, and then every single time that he gets a little bit of healing, he gets more HP, he gets more damage, he becomes stronger. But he's like a good frontline tank for sure, a good base level. There's another one that has spikes on him that basically reflect damage, and I kind of wish I got that one, but it doesn't matter. Now we're gonna turn on this again. Wait, I got the artifact, the thingies that puts him on the middle. I don't want. Oh, okay, it's fine. We'll figure it out. Don't put my big boy in the middle, please. They put my big guy in the middle. Right. So the one thing that I forgot to mention in the last run, by the way, in the last like fight, was that there's little pips above our train stewards here. So you can see there's like little yellow dots. Those little yellow dots actually indicate the capacity of that floor. So you can only have as many pips filled as there is like space to have pips. So our hero is worth 2 pips, so we put him down there. And then we've got 2 out of the 5 pips filled. With that artifact that we got, we can overfill it, and you can, in certain circumstances, overfill it if your character has like a summon, or if it's like certain characters that hatch different creatures, or they split into different things. It can be very useful. In this situation, though, I'm not loving it because I don't have anything to. Oh no, this is the worst enchantment. Whoa, okay, we're screwed. We're pretty donezo here, I have to say. This is really, really bad. I cannot do anything here, like even a little bit. I should have put him on the bottom, but he would have got taken out anyway. Okay. So yeah, the reason why that's happening, this is an incredibly awkward situation to be in. We have ended up in a place wherein there's enchanters that they have an ability that allows them to skip floors. So they got haste on them, and unless we can get rid of that one in the back, they're going to skip the middle floor and go to the top, which usually isn't that big of a deal, unless you have an artifact which drops basically all the units that would be used to tank. They mitigate, they just completely ignore them altogether. Now, I think we could probably maybe still survive. However, we're not gonna. Just do that. Just do that. I don't even think I'm gonna get through this. Wait. No. Yep. No. We're good. We're good. Barely, but we're there. Wow. Okay. Okay. Maybe we be careful with the trials from now on. Maybe we be careful with the trials. Fletching him. Okay. You know what? We picked that up. We get some extra rage. Vine Grasp. I'm definitely thinking might be. You know what? Actually, Wildwood Sap. I like that a lot. Okay, yeah, we actually got our Thorn Hollow. I'm hoping that they don't put both on the same floor. That's all I can really say. If they both get spawned on that floor, I'm gonna be very sad. So we're gonna go into the left path. Because there's Herzl's Horde, which allows us to pick up a free artifact. Before each battle, set pyre health to 50. If this reduces pyre health, gain 3 for each health lost. Now that's technically a heal, but I'm gonna go for the +3 magic power because it means that our rejuvenations are gonna be doing a bit more. Honestly, I'm gonna get another Thorn Hollow. I need to get like some not being spawned in the middle floor. If they all get spawned in the middle floor, I'm having a bad time. Now these are one of the random events, and you know what? We'll take it. Get the good old Wingmaker. There's random events that can allow you to get like certain items or certain like monsters or artifacts, whatever. I don't think I've seen them all though, but they're like, they can be good, they can be bad. But we're gonna get onto the next one here. This I don't believe has a trial because it's actually like a main boss. So, oh, that's very good. That is actually very spicy. You know what? I'm just gonna put them on the top floor here. I probably shouldn't, but like at the same time, like, you know, I don't want to risk it. So these guys actually start with rage on the bottom 4. So like, I would rather not put stuff on the bottom, because once they go up to the next 4, they're going to lose a bunch of the rage, and they're going to end up being much easier to take out and much easier to kill. So I think I'm going to put the Wormwood Sap on this. I don't think there's any reason to put my other Thorn Boy, like, really in danger here. I'm not going to put him on the bottom, because the chances are there's not much going to happen here. So there's also, like, speed settings that you can have on the game. So I've been kind of flying through it, because I accidentally put it to, like, the max setting. But you can slow it down a little bit so you can actually see what's happening. I really want to get some heals on her, man, up here top. And also, I know that the hammer isn't necessarily something that's gonna like disappear from my deck, but I want to try not using it this time around, because I've had that like random event before, and I'm just curious here. So with the flying bosses, you can still hit them even though they're not technically like part of the battle. Although this one, it does do a bit of damage. But usually, like, you get to a certain point where they start climbing up themselves. So even though this one's going up and down, it will eventually start at the bottom and move up. But, hold on, we're gonna just try and, we're gonna toast. We're gonna, actually, you know what, we heal you up a little bit, that's fine. We want to just try and ensure that we have, like, a really solid middle 4, a really solid top 4 at the very least. Alright, so now we're relentless. That's pretty solid. We can give that. We can, you know what? We can do that. And I think I'm gonna boost the health of our Thorn Boy at the top here. The bottom 4 is doomed, let's be honest. But all you get for like stopping it on the bottom 4 is like a little bit extra like points. So I mean, at this point, I'm foregoing that. I'm just trying to keep out. I'm just trying to stay out here. So our damage prediction is saying that we're going to beat it anyway. We don't have to hit it with a fireball, but I'm going to do it nonetheless because it makes me feel good about myself, alright? Alright, third 4 done. So after you complete like the 3rd, the 6th, and then I think that's it actually. You get a choice of like 3 different crystals. So let's have a look at our draft here. We got Reinforce, Consume, double the amount of armor on a unit. We are not really running an armor build here, so I don't really think that that's going to be beneficial. Apply 10 HP and spikes 3. For a 3-cost card, not that great. However, Channel Song, Consume, draw a unit, and apply plus 20 damage, plus 20 HP, and it costs 0. It's a pretty solid card, and I'm going to take it. Husk Hermit, Horned Warrior, Branded Warrior. We got Multi-Strike, which is like really good, but he's squishy. We got Sweep, which attacks all enemy units, and he's a little bit beefy. And then we have Rage, which means that every time that he kills something, he gets stronger, which makes killing things easier. And then he gets stronger, and then it's a freaking endless cycle of like taking things out. You know what? I think I'm gonna go Horned Warrior, because if we can have him spawn near the back on the middle floor, if we can just get that RNG working for us somehow, I'd love it. So now we get our major enhancement for beating the 3rd 4, which is going to be either Fell's Remorse, which gives us +1 mana, also increases our Pyre's damage and HP. There's also +1 draw, or +1 capacity to each 4. With the middle 4, the way it is, capacity is not going to be as valuable to us as it could be draw. We have a couple of like 3-cost, high-cost cards, so I'm going to go for the +1 mana so that I can maybe use like a 3-cost card and then something else, just on the off chance. Now, I think it's about time that we hit up, first of all, free money. I think we hit up the Dark Forge first. We find out what upgrades we can possibly get. I'm looking for Multi-Strike. Yes, okay. We have the Multi-Strike upgrade for Hornbreaker Prince, which is going to give us armor, and it's going to give us Multi-Strike once, so we hit twice. So we do 50 damage, but also every time we take something out, we gain, theoretically, 20 extra damage. And I think that, like, Multi-Strike for the Hellhorn is just, like, 2 pog. Now, I'm going to take this boy, even though I know this is a bad idea, but if he gets spawned on the middle 4, then we're in business. But we're in big business here. That being said, we can maybe give... Could we give... Is it worth giving something endless? You know, I really want to get rid of this imp. I regret getting it because I feel like it's a waste at this point. So I think actually what I'm going to do... In fact, hold on. I'm going to purge a train steward first. I don't think I want to do any further than that, though. Oh, wait. I have 2 horned hollows. You know what? Maybe we just try and do some upgrading here because we're kind of awkward. Plus 10 damage for a guy with multi-strike, though. That's fine. I don't want to spend too much gold here because we've still got like we're only halfway there. Or we're not even halfway there. We're like pushing up towards maybe almost being halfway there. Non-boss enemies get plus 6 damage. That doesn't seem that bad. I think we have some tanky people and that could be okay. Okay, we'll find out, right? So Thorn, oh my, no, all my tanks are there. Oh my god. Oh my god. You know what? We're gonna have to use you as a tank, I'm afraid. This is horrible. This is like the worst thing. And they're still like enchanted as well, which is even worse. Oh dear god. You know what? We can fireball them. We can fireball them. That'll stall them a little bit. Just get out of here. And you know what? While we're doing that, why don't we give you this? At least heal you up somewhat, right? I think we still take out. We lose a little bit of money because our little fairy is escaping at the back. But despite that, right? As long as I can pull like 1 fireball per turn, then I can ensure that they're gonna have to like work their way up through the middle floor, which is... I've had two like trains, two situations, and the 4 that we've played where they have like haste, and I hate it. I hate it like so much. I don't think Channel Song's gonna be that valuable. It's gonna give us like a freaking like... Wait, there's 4 available? Wait, how many? Hold on a minute. How many draw pile? Train steward? What do I have in there? 4 available. Oh wait, I could have gotten him. That wouldn't have been like ideal, but still, it would have been something. That being said, 85 damage per attack, and he attacks twice on my champion is like, it's kind of like strong. So like I'm okay with that for sure. That being said, I think we need to make sure that our top boy is like healed up a little bit here. There's a lot riding on that particular floor. So, you know what? Why don't we put you down there? Why don't we put you down there? You might get to do 10 damage to the enemy champion. I'm not like making any guarantees here, but I'd say you have as good a chance as anybody to make that play. Now, we need to toast you like immediately because I don't want you being here. Why don't we buff you up here as well? We're gonna give you 30 spikes. So every single time an enemy hits our Thorn Boy at the front, they take 30 damage. And then he gets to attack as well. So like realistically, we're looking really good here, but we're gonna get rid of these like Scourge cards. So if we don't play them at the end of a turn, we end up taking extra damage, and we don't want to be taking extra damage. So it looks like we're actually gonna be able to take out the champion on this floor. Probably just based on spikes, I would say. We don't really have anybody that's dealing damage, but it's very much a case of the enemy champion just hitting himself, and that's all there is to it. Sweet though, we got a bunch of gold. We can maybe go spending. Consume, apply, rage 3. I'm gonna take that. 0 cost card. We can drop down our champion. Very pog. Also, you know what? I'm gonna go for the sting card. So like stings are basically 0 cost cards that are used like very easily. They do 10 damage, but they also give you +1 draw in the next turn. And I am like absolutely here for that for sure. I think that was the best artifact that we probably could have picked there. But yeah, I think it's definitely a case of yo, do you know what we should do? Hold on, have we got... Oh, we can't do it, dude. I hate it. Alright, you know what, we'll do holdover on this, and then... So holdover means when we play it, we get it back. We get it back the next turn, so we're gonna make a 0 cost. Oh, you know what? 20 magic power. Get me on one of these as well. And consume, but it's fine. So yeah, holdover is that when you like play a card, it will come back. Which, oh, it's the stealth, guys, dude. It's the stealthy boys. All right, I'm not gonna turn trial on this time. So these characters are these particular monsters that are coming in are gonna have some stealth on them, and they do kind of wail just a little bit. Now, arguably not ideal situation that I'm dealing with right now, but at the same time, let's see here. We're gonna drop that down. We're gonna drop you down, and then I'm just gonna try and heal up this. This is pretty unfortuitous, but we still have one tank that's around, so like it definitely does mean we can still have our hero at the top, like having a meat shield in front of him. So we're just gonna heal you up. Gonna try and put something in front of you this time as well. Doesn't look like it's gonna help. I would say it's not going to help too much. So these all have harvest as well. So harvest basically means if something on the enemy side dies, they get like slightly stronger. So every time that we take one out, that's why I didn't take out any in the bottom, because I was like, if I take one out, they're gonna be much stronger going into the next floor, and kind of like prefer that not to be the case if possible. So you're actually going to be pretty much okay. So we're gonna give that to you. I don't really have much else to drop here. Like realistically though, middle floor is still fine. Middle floor is still pretty fine. We took out all the ones that have harvest, so we're not really sweating it too much, right? Channel song. That was what we had left. Alright, we're gonna play a fledgling imp down here. Don't question my decision. Do not question my decision. Alright, 25 HP. Give it to you. Give that to you. Start blasting these. We only take like 6 damage, and we take out everything on that floor as well, because no, not because of spikes. I think we just actually do enough damage to take it out. Alright, so our big boy smacks it. Oh yeah, they've only got 1 HP. Yeah, no, easy peasy, easy peasy, easy done. Now we're gonna have a bunch more draw, because actually the stings from the last turn are doing business for us here. That being said, I may have made a... Actually, no, we didn't make a mistake. We're actually okay. I was like, oh no, I've started to proc harvest on those guys, but it's not the biggest deal in the world, I'd say. Alright, 97, almost 100 damage I hit on my champion at the top. This is like so perfect, by the way. We just need this middle floor to be soaking as much damage as possible. So the boss on this one has stealth. You cannot attack it until it attacks 8 times itself. So you need, basically the first floor is a complete wash. You just need to have enough to tank and have enough to block damage up until the point where the invisibility runs out. So it's attacking, I can't do anything. It's taken out like half of my middle floor already before we're even allowed to hit it once. But it's on like 13 HP. So this is absolutely easy, and it's absolutely taken care of. So I mean, we don't, you know what, just let it run. Easy done. Easy done. Okay. We're coming up into like the end game now, and we are actually suspiciously looking pretty good. But I'm gonna go ahead and say that I actually will take the Impish Scholar. You know what? We got a bottom 4 that isn't doing much, and I'm tempted to say that it's worthwhile going for it. That being said, Awaken, 3 cost, 33 health, and apply regen 3. Focus growth, 20 HP, draw 2, draw 1. I don't think I want it. I might come to regret that, but like I'm just trying to think, like, can we afford more? Can we afford to use more larger cost cards? So the Hell Vent is a thing where you can duplicate spells. I think I'm gonna duplicate my Ritual of Battle. I think that is like on track to make an unstoppable 4 on top. Potentially. If we can get like that going. You're looking kind of spiced here. Alright. So these are all got spells shooting on them. So that means that we can't really cast any spells on them. Doesn't mean that we can't cast spells on the ones in the back, though. We do have enough mana to make this work, actually, as well. So we're going to go for the Awoken Hollow here. And then I'm going to pop a Ritual of Battle on him. So that is just going to blast his damage into the stratosphere. And actually, we get plus 10 for the Slay on the statue as well. The thing is, with like running Slay, there's an argument to be made that it's actually better to have, you know, it's better to have that champion nearer the bottom. And I would definitely say that that probably normally is the play. Having it at the top means that like you get the least amount of characters getting to the top. Even if a couple die on the way up, it ends up being that you're losing out on like that extra damage. But you know, I'm still remaining steadfast in that like I don't have a lot of options, so we're gonna have to just make it work. That being said, though, I'm kind of liking what I could potentially have on bot side here. So we've got another multi-strike unit behind this big beefy 50 HP boy, and like that's a luxury that we haven't necessarily had the chance to get up to this point. So I'm gonna drop an Impish Scholar like in front of him to return a consume spell. We get the Wildwood Sap. We're gonna pop that on you. That's just gonna keep ticking away. I think I'm gonna put some heals onto my tank at the top here as well. So, you know what? Actually, did they buff? You know, maybe I missed that as well. But it looks like is it every time I cast Rejuvenate on top as well? It actually buffs the units that are with it. It used to just be it was only that unit, but even I guess like either in first class or in the DLC or one of the patch notes or what have you, they actually made it so this character is a lot better now that I'm thinking about it. Right, give me the one I'm wanting. You gave me a fledgling imp. I can't believe you would do this to me. I hate it. Put him in the front. But yeah, there is multiplayer in this game to an extent as well. You can like queue up with your friends. It's also cross-platform, but you basically the way it would work is that you run the same run with each other, and it's very much like a race, I suppose. Like I used to do this with Maisie, just for fun, of course, with like the Binding of Isaac, and you'd go basically you get the exact same seat of a game, and then it's basically just about like who makes decisions, like what. And I think that's something that like a lot of us are curious about when we play games like this. Like, did I make the right choice? Or did I do a dumb thing? And you too can find out if you're a moron. Alright, we actually got some Slay going there. I gotta say, if this effect fail comes to the top 4, they're donezo. Like, absolutely donezo. Okay, they're staying at the bottom. That's unfortunate. Oh, you know what? Like, I hate it. Can I? I'm just gonna toast my own character here. I bet a friendly fire like never hurt anybody. Let's see. Put this up to the top. Why don't we heal you actually? We're in a very good spot here. We're in an incredibly good spot. Like I'm not even sure. You know, it takes so much damage just from this 4 as well. So we're gonna pop that. We're gonna consume. I think, yeah, we take them out on this 4. How about that? Easy peasy. Sec 4 done. After this 4 is done, we get another upgrade as well. So we can either have a capacity upgrade or more mana. Honestly, I think that the way that we have it, despite it being a little bit chaotic, is working pretty well. That is so like that is so perfect for the middle 4 that I am like. But Wildwood Tome, so quick means that you attack before the enemy attacks. Usually the syntax is enemy attacks, then you attack. But with that, you go first. But Unleash the Wildwood for our middle 4 with all the tanks on it is actually like maybe just too perfect. Cycle of Life, plus 10 HP and 3 spikes. Like, I am not like living for it, dude. I think I gotta go for that. I think I have to. Like, really, I thoroughly think I have to. I'm just gonna go with more mana. We don't need more draw. We've got stings to help us pull draw. We don't need extra capacity because our mid 4 is a mess. So, Honestly, I'm gonna go with the Merchant of Trinkets first. Gonna pick that up. Why don't we go with the Dark Forge first? Let's upgrade our champion one last time and see what we can pull out here. So we can have another multi-strike or Slay plus 20. Now this could be really bad if the enemy has spikes, but it means that our damage output could be like incredible if we play it correctly. Merchant of Trinkets, what do you have? When you summon the second unit during a turn, gain 3 okay, stings give you plus 20 magic. They get 20 magic. I'm here for it. Now let me see. Friendly units gain plus 2 on Slay. Friendly units enter with armor 5. I need to use it or lose it here, but like I think I'm okay. I really hope that the next floor has something for me to use it on, but still. Okay, so this boss has Trample on it. Trample is very much like if you play Legend of Runeterra, it's like Overpower. If you play Magic the Gathering, it's like Trample. Which basically just means that the next if it kills a unit, the excess damage that wasn't needed to take it out will be applied to the unit behind it, all the way down until eventually there's no more damage left to spread out. They got Sweep on their board as well, so that is like something to worry about just a little bit. Dude, I actually like, I mean, that's a really nice mid setup here, but like I'm also kind of like, geez, I was not expecting to be in like this particular situation where, okay, you know what? We'll put the Thorn Boy down first. We'll pop that there. Probably should have put him in the front, but you know what? We're rolling with it here. Just ignore it. I think I gotta get rid of my Train Stewards actually. I think Train Stewards are bad. Also, I'm gonna get really ruined here. So I just got Ember Drain cast on me, which is horrible because it swept 4 units, which means that Ember Drain, the way it works is if you get hit with it, then you lose 1 mana for every unit that is affected by. So 4 units on the mid just got hit with it. Congratulations, you're now 4 mana down for your next turn. Love it. I don't love it, I hate it. You know what, we're gonna take this one out with a little bit, like a little fireball. We can just blast a bunch of stings down here. Keep him healed up, give him some spikes, and you know what, we've got a little bit of damage to put out here. We're gonna get Ember Drained again, which I like hate. Oh wait, hold on a minute. I need to heal my my lad. I need to heal my lad. My lad needs healed. Let me see here. This thing is gonna like be taken out on its own. Okay, you know what? We'll do a channel song. An Impish Scholar that has been buffed. You know what? We're gonna put you behind. You still like do more damage than most of the things on, like than the other thing that's on bot here. So it's not so bad. We're kind of struggling with the Ember Drain right now. Thankfully, we just pulled a bunch of cards that cost 0. So like it's not the end of the world, but I'm kind of hating it right now. It's making it like much harder for me to get that that rage going and stacking on top. I don't think it's gonna cause like too much issue. I still don't think that the boss is gonna be able to. I forgot I had trample. Oh no. Okay, maybe we put all of our egg. You know what? Like for real? Oh wait, no, that Ember Drain. No, I don't need that in my life. Okay, we're gonna use that. This will make him live for 1 more turn. I think 25 damage. Then he heals. Will it make him live for 1 more turn? I am not sure actually. Dude, I don't. Am I able to do this? Oh, it did work. It did work. It did work. Okay, we got 1 more, but it's gonna cleave an entire floor there. Okay, I think we're okay-ish. Okay, yeah, we can take this out. We can take this out. This is fine. This is fine. We're just gonna, yeah, okay. We went it right. That was a little bit nerve-wracking because the Ember Drain was really halting me from having enough mana to cast Ritual of like Battle or whatever. Didn't like it. That being said, we can get another Rage Serum. Low cost stuff. We love it. You know what? Actually, I'll take the extra draw for one. I don't mind like spending a little bit of mana on draw as long as it's like fairly cheap, but sometimes it's not cheap. All right, I'm gonna go right for the Hellvent. If we're gonna do this, we're gonna do this with as much style as possible. Give me another Ritual Battle. I know you hate it, but I don't care. All right, let's purge some cards from our deck as well. Train Stewards, I can live without them. Like, I can really very, very comfortably live without them. I'm not really that interested in them. We could double stack that. That'd be cool. You know what we should do, actually? We should go to the trinket shop first and maybe see what there is. At the start of your turn, add a Sting to your hand. I will take that. I do not mind that even a little bit. I don't think we need anything else here. So I think we could actually spend probably the rest of our money. This is the last 4 on making sure that, you know, we have everything in order here. Okay. Oh, I re-rolled, dude. I'm so stupid. I went to the boss. Oh, I'm so stupid. I misclicked so many times there. I'm so sorry. I don't think it'll make that much difference, but we'll see what happens. What gets put on the middle here? We get an input the front. That's horrible, dude. Our multi-strike gets really badly put to the thingy there. That's a rough one for sure. We can pop you there though. And you know what? Like, you're gonna hate this, but I'm gonna run it back anyway. And we're gonna do that. Pop that one down. You know what? Pop that there as well. Oh wait, that adds capacity. I forgot actually. Yeah. I should probably be using that a lot more. Okay, so we're gonna pop you here. You should be fine, but what do I want to do here? I think I want to just give him more. Give even more. We're doing 300 damage, and this thing hasn't even like actually come to fight yet. It hasn't even started its ascent up the tower. Now we have that plus like 3 damage to magic abilities, so I'm gonna just go down the list here, trying to sweep out things that need to get swept out. We can channel song it. That is like really solid, and I'm here for it for sure. Well, we can probably put you on the bottom. You're gonna take a little bit of damage, but you're gonna soften up some of these units very nicely for us here. We got a bunch of stings as well. Alright, so let's do what we did before. Not that. No, we don't want to do that. We don't want to heal. No, I made a mistake. Can we ignore that? Or right, we're gonna sting. Sting's doing a bunch. Sting's doing a bunch. Rage Serum, put it up there. That was a bit of a misclick. It was only a 1 mana misclick. It wasn't the worst misclick of all time, but still. All right, oh, we got another ritual battle. We love a ritual battle. I'm gonna try and crunch the numbers here, but I would be willing to say that I can save him actually. Okay, you know what? That's fair enough. You know what? I'm living for it. Yeah, okay, that's very solid. Like yeah. You know what? Pop that there as well. I was gonna say I don't think there's any way that I can save that demon on the bottom 4, but we managed to take out the multi-strikers, so it just makes it like a little bit cleaner and a little bit easier. I think I can maybe take out the boss on this turn. Wait, maybe? Give me 1 second here. I think I can do it actually. You're close. 33 damage. Okay, yeah. The boss doesn't even have a chance to get to the top. It doesn't even have a chance to start its ascent. We're just going to take out everything. Cool. Good game. And it's as easy as pie. Yeah, the Horned are like a really simple, really easy Like, and they work great with the Awoken as well. This is like this is the basics of Monster Train, but there is so much more to it. There's characters with like stuff like Burnout, where it's revolving around. They have they have an expiration date from when they summon. They have like death rattles called Extinguish. There's like Frostbite. There's Incantation, where you cast a spell and it makes things better. There's like Rally. There's Inspire. There's a lot to do in this game. There's a lot to play. So as you can see, we're like leveling up the Hellhorn right now. Impressive. We got a Sacrifice Imp spell, which is great for using Imp decks. I think the alternative for the Hellhorn is the Imp Mother, I believe, or the Imp Queen, who summons a bunch of these things, and that's like kind of her mechanic. Unbroken Horn, conserve mana between turns, Ember between turns. And we're gonna... Oh, we actually didn't level up that much. I thought we had a pretty solid run as well. But you also unlock it for your secondary clan as well. And then you get to put one little pip in the book. So this is your level. So there's a Stygian Guard, the Umbra, and then the Melting Remnant. I won't go into too much detail about like what each one does, but they're fantastic, and all of them are like great in their own way. Some are harder than others though, for sure. But then also you've got a whole book to fill out of all of the different achievements. So you've got all the different combos of clans that you can have. So you've got, we just did the Hellhorn Awoken, but then next to it is Hellhorn Stygian, Hellhorn Umbra, Hellhorn Melting Remnant, and then all of that, you're on a whole other card collection. But then you've also got the alternative character for that class, and it's crazy. There's so much about it. But yeah, Monster Train First Class out on Nintendo Switch. Go pre-order or go pick it up now. I'm not sure, depending on the time when this is posted, if it might actually already be out. But you're gonna have a blast if you like roguelike deck builders or roguelike deck builders. You're gonna have a ton of fun. If you like games like Slay the Spire, you will have a very familiar, comfortable, but also like it's just a great game. 100+ hours on it easily, and I could very comfortably see myself doing 100 more. I know that doesn't sound like a lot from like somebody who plays League of Legends, and it's like I have 10,000 hours on League of Legends, but with I don't get a chance to play like other games that aren't League so much, so 100 hours is incredibly impressive, but it's also destroying to my productivity. So yeah, pick it up, check it out. It's worth it's worth the money for sure. It's worth the money. Have a fantastic day. Thanks so much for watching this video. If you did enjoy it, please click like. If you did enjoy it as well and you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing, and I will see you all later.